Alright, now we're going to go over methods. People that are coming from JavaScript, methods are functions for C#. So, how do you make a method? Now, when you first started your script, you probably noticed that it started out with void start and void update. Those are methods. So we're going to go ahead and type those back. Deleting those is just a habit I have, so I'm going to go ahead and copy that and type in update. Now, the reason these were here is because Unity automatically has its own methods that it can call. Don't really know how to explain it. Basically, if you type in the words void start, that's going to tell Unity, hey, when the game starts, you need to do this. I mean, not the game, but when the script starts, you need to do this. And this void update tells Unity that, hey, every time something updates or changes, you should do everything in here. Now, brackets in Unity, brackets in C# are important because brackets are basically just different sections of code. So all this is going inside of this code here, if that makes any sense, because the bracket is covering everything inside of here. And so everything inside of this method here is what's going to be called inside of that method. You're gonna get it later, pretty much. Also, everything, you know how you read a book from left to right, unless it's like a weird book, but in C#, you read, the computer or Unity will read everything from top to bottom. So say if I have a line of code here, it's going to read 1 before it reads 2, if that makes any sense. So we're going to do this. So we're going to see the start method in action. I need you to type my integer equals 1 and my float equals 2 f, and then my object equal to this. Well, you can just type in game object, make sure it's lowercase g, which represents this. We're going to go over that later too. We're going to do my transform equals to transform lowercase t. So what do you think this is going to do? Exactly. As soon as the script is enabled, it's going to change all these values to what we set them to. So if we look at this, you can see everything is default, but when we click play, it's going to enable the script and all these are going to change on the start, which means when the script starts. So that's basically what that means. Now on update, you're gonna have to do, I want you to type if input dot get key, and then put in your brackets and stuff, paste everything we just typed, and then inside of these brackets you key code dot a. Alright, what this is going to do is when we press A, you can see it doesn't happen, but when we press A, it changes, which means what it's saying is we put input.get key A, which this line here is, telling Unity that you're going to press a key. So if you press a key, everything inside of here is going to happen. The reason you put that in update because it's a change. You can't do it in start because it won't work, because start only runs when the script starts. Update runs when anything changes. So that's why you put it in update. Now we're gonna make our own method right now. So you probably don't understand what a method is. Method is just basically we're gonna refer to it like JavaScript. It's a function. It makes the script do things. The variables are just to hold like values and stuff. Methods are what actually make the script do things. So we're going to create our own method real quick. We're going to say void, I can't type right now. we're gonna say void poop. This is how I explain it all the time with poop. So that's how you make your own method. It's that simple. And how you get the thing to call the script. We're going to take all this in here and paste it inside of this method. And we're going to keep this, and we're going to type in poop inside of that. So instead of just, having this inside of that, we have it inside of this method here. So basically what's going to happen when we press A, it's going to call this method, and yeah. So that's how you make a method. Now, currently this method is not public to any other script, which means it's private. Since it's private, that means you can't reference it from any other script. So if you had another script and you tried to call this method from another script, that won't work. But it will if you make it public. So we're going to make it public. Boom. Make sure you don't call like start functions and stuff from a different script, even though you can. It's not recommended. Don't know why. Just don't think that will be that's just weird. So yeah.